Hi everyone, welcome back to the gameplay of BTD5. Let's continue with the updated Nalps series, a series where I'm going to try to do all the maps in Impoppable without using offensive special agents, lab upgrades, special buildings, and premiums. In particular, double cash, healthy bananas, and bigger beacons. Alright, so let's continue with the expert maps. And with the last one that I did, that was drag strip, from now on all the maps that are going to be here expert are going to be maps having two paths, and having two paths like separated, they don't even touch each other, so you have to adjust your strategy to be able to survive in this way. So now let's go with Death Valley. This is one of the top 5 hardest maps in the whole game, and the main reason is this bottom path right here. It's very short, and like the balloons, once they reach this point right here, they go like literally they enter like into a cave. So even if you like place roadspikes here, the balloons just sneak through anyway. So yeah, definitely the top path is it's a lot longer, so normally you have to worry specifically about the bot path instead of the top path. And here there are actually 3 spots that I'm going to use for the farms. One is going to be right here, second one, and third one. So yeah. And also another thing that also complicates a bit the gameplay here in this map is the fact that you have to be very careful about how you place towers, because there are a lot of spots like here that in order to place more towers in that same spot, you need to be very careful and almost millimetrical. So yeah, that is gonna complicate a bit the things as well. But an engineer starting in that position is like the best one to survive the first 2 rounds, and then after the second round, it's important to start like focusing more this bot path. Remember, this is like the hardest, so it's very important to place early some extra defenses in the bot path, so you guarantee that you are at least popping the balloons in the bot path, so no balloons sneak through. And the longer you can like wait until you use roadspikes, the better it is, of course. I'm gonna place that monkey for the top path as well, just because of the greens in round 6. These greens right here in the top side, if you don't have something to pop the green layers, the engineer by itself can't pop all of them, and so some balloons are gonna sneak through. So now having 2 dark monkeys, one in the bot path and one in the top path, but as you can see, it's still defending pretty well just with this setup. And now having the sentry guns, of course, they're gonna spawn around the range of the engineer. Sometimes the sentry guns are gonna spawn in very bad spots like this one right here, where the sentry gun is covering only the top path, and that's bad. But most likely they should like spawn in spots where they can at least attack both paths. It's very important to like have sentry guns spawning in this bot area, so focusing more the bottom path, because the bottom path is like the more problematic one. So yeah. Here just some rounds, it should be pretty easy. Not really a lot of stuff happening here. And then here round 13 is where you should be able to place the first farm in this round. So I'm gonna place a farmer here for the farm that I'm gonna place right here, and then I'm gonna place a farmer right here for the farms I'm gonna place here. All right, that's what I'm gonna do. And this farmer, so the farmer in the left, is gonna be placed having its range not reaching the path. That's important because otherwise the balloons are gonna just bounce back and forth and nothing is gonna pop them, and that is gonna be bad. So, and now depending on where the centrigons are, I may be able to place right away the farm right here, or I may need to place them here. So let's see, can I place it here? Oh yeah, I can. Okay, pretty careful to the round 13, the yellows at the beginning. That is the only problematic thing. But yeah, here, just looking at the bottom path, and yeah, here we go. So round 13 gone. I placed the farm in the round, so I'm waiting here for the bonus cash. I should have one more banana. Here we go. That's it. And then for round 14, so next one, placing another duck monkey in this bottom path because of the yellows coming 2 times in this round. Round 13 only once for yellows, but in this round they're gonna come twice. So if you don't have double that monkey in the bottom path, the yellows are gonna just sneak through and you're gonna need to use roadspikes. So that's why I prefer instead going safer and placing another that monkey. So that's it, that's the farm 1-0. And from now on, the amount of roadspikes that you're gonna need and you're gonna use is gonna depend on where the centrigons spawn. So that's the next part of the strategy. And luckily, there isn't really nothing you can do about it. It's just that depending on where they are, you're gonna be needing, like for example there, I needed that roadspike because that I had no centrigons like in range of that bloon. So yeah, that's just unlucky, but sometimes it is what it is. And of course this farmer at least is helping a little bit for the top path, so it's better than nothing, right? All right, and in this round right here again at the end, it should be roadspikes again used, especially for like the bottom path. But I'm gonna try he plays a farm anyway. Let's see how it goes. I should have enough cash here to, yeah, I needed to place it. And let's see, maybe the top path as well. Yeah, okay. All right, 2 roadspikes, not so bad for round 18. At the end, there are a lot of greens close to each other. So the only one that has more piercing is like the engineer. So yeah, that's just unlucky. Okay, that's both bananas. All right, let's go with this round. Okay, cool. Okay, that should be another farm 1-0. Okay, nice. And the next step is getting for like round 21, it should be the sniper. Yeah, see that? See that roadspike I placed in the bottom path? Because the balloon had already entered into like the cave, the balloon was like immune to the roadspike. That's what happens sometimes. That's why I really dislike how this truck is built. They should let you place roadspikes until the very end of the map. So yeah, that was just unlucky. So yeah, I'm gonna just place it right now because I can't pop that red and as well a pink sneaking through the top side. So yeah, that's bad. But yeah, unfortunately in these kind of maps, that's what happens. If you go with farms, you're gonna be needing to use a lot of roadspikes. And but of course try to minimize the amount of roadspikes that you use. So in this case, I know that in the bottom path I'm gonna need to use a roadspike right now and in the top side as well, but that should be it. So I shouldn't be needing more roadspikes. So try to use as few roadspikes as you can. So in that way you can save cash. Every roadspike is 35 cash. So yeah, definitely it costs a little bit. Actually, I placed a roadspike there for the top path, but it was pretty useless. So yeah, my bad. Here, yeah, for that green, couldn't really do anything. And for the blue as well. Here again, some blue sneaking through, of course. And let's see now. Oh, and again a blues entering to the cave, and even if I had roadspikes there, the bloon was immune to them. So let's go again. Yeah, this thing, so clicking the home button and re-entering again is going to be something that you're going to do a ton of times if you're doing the strategy like this one in this map. Oh, are you kidding? Oh, so sad. Just the one red bloon there sneaking. Oh, no problem. Just exiting and re-entering. Yeah, that's something as well that is gonna make the video a lot longer than what it should be. But I think this is the best strategy possible to approach this map. So actually here I'm gonna... Can I place a farm? Oh, the round ended. Oh, so sad. Oh, so sad. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do now is gonna just be here getting the other farm 1-0, and I'm gonna wait for this bell to run off. It's something that you cannot really deactivate. So every time that a single bloon pass through, this bell is gonna ring and it's gonna like save me. It's like one life saver, and it's gonna make all the towers attack faster for a period of time. Okay, so let's get this sniper now 1-0. Okay, yeah, it should be it now, round 26, so that's it. I have all the 3 farms placed, so that's not bad. And next I think it's like trying to get a glue gunner here in the bot path, trying to slow down the bloons. So let's do it here. 240. Oh, I don't have cash for roadspikes though. Okay. Yeah. Especially like these zebras at the end. That's like the thing you have to worry the most with a glue gunner. And that's it. So for round 27, unfortunately, there isn't really anything you can do about these yellows other than placing roadspikes. Unfortunately, this round right here is the round where you need to place a ton of them in the top and in the bot path. And as well for some of these greens. See some greens here sneaking through, and I need to place roadspikes. But fortunately here I got two Centricans placed in this position that are very, very nice placed. So I may need less roadspikes than what I normally get. Yeah, here we go, nice. So that's it. Round 28, just having one glue gunner 1-0 in the bot path should be enough to slow down the leads and give time to the sniper to pop them. One farm on 1-0, important. 2-0, sorry. And then here I'm gonna get the glue gunner 2-0. For the bottom path is that short that you don't really need the 2-1 upgrade. Here we go again for the top path, and here, can I pop it? Oh yeah, I could. Well, whatever. And let's place now another glue gunner for the other path, I think. Or Yeah, let's go with that. It's the safer way to go. And instead, for the top path, because it's a lot longer, you need the glue gunner to 1. So to be able, the glue should be able to stick for longer. And yeah, so in that way, the glue should pop a lot more of balloons. And that's it, right? Run 30, gun, yes. Oh, a red blast, yeah. I saw a red passing. So unfortunately, I wasn't fast enough to click the home button and to pause the game, and I just lost right away. So I'm gonna need here to exit the app, to close it, and to re-enter it again. But yeah, this is what happens when you try to do these gameplays that are very close. So you're always very close to dying, and therefore sometimes it happens that you're not fast enough and you die. So yeah, nothing I can do about that. So let's get here this sniper though, and here I'm gonna place a bunch of them. Yeah, more. Oh, I placed one roadspikes, one set of roadspikes of more, but yeah, whatever. See how this bottom path is like the more problematic, because literally I don't have time to pop the balloons, even if they're glued, even if they're slowed. There is not enough time to pop them. Okay, should be able here to not use any more roadspikes. Well, depends on where the sentry can spawn. I have one last now. Yeah. And sometimes the engineer as well randomly focuses the top path instead of the bottom path, so you get even less piercing. Oh, come on. One red sneaking through the top side. And you're so focused on the bottom path that sometimes, it's very seldom, but sometimes in the top path you lose. Yeah, it's just unlucky sometimes. You can't really do anything about it. Yeah, let's play some more because of these pinks that are popped into yellows, but I cannot finish them off. Yeah, more. It seems that I don't need them, but I actually need them. More. Okay, let's go a bit faster here until the leads come out. Oh, here we go, finally. Nice. Now for round 33, what I'm gonna do is yeah, for the bottom path, I'm gonna place a factory right here so that I don't have to worry about the bottom path that much anymore, because I'm gonna have some free set of roadspikes. Instead, for this come around, I'm gonna just place some roadspikes for the top path. So let's see if that is enough. 4 sets. Yeah, just 4 sets of roadspikes is enough. So that's it. So now I should have some freedom not using roadspikes because of the fact that I have now the spike factory. So I should be able to afford here another 2-0 farm. And see now, even if some of these balloons would be leaking in the bottom path, because I have the spike factory, I can actually pop them without placing roadspikes. So that's 35 of cash that I'm able to save up. Be careful here though. Yeah, I needed to place 1 set anyway in the bottom path. But yeah, as I said, that's some cash that you can save up by placing a spike factory, even if the spike factory costs a lot. So that's 900 cash. But if you like 30 sets of roadspikes is pretty much like 1.1k cash. So that's pretty much what you can save up. Yeah, now round 35, I'm gonna get one of these monkeys, 1-3, And that's important because this That Monkey now is going to add a lot of piercing going in the bottom path. And that is going to help a lot. First of all, the spike factor is to stack. Ooh, that was close in the top path. But as well, the That Monkey is pretty good at popping bloons that are grouped. And because of the glue, because of the slow, I can actually group them a lot. And yeah, that's better. Alright, so around 36 here, I'm gonna just wait here for the beginning, and I should get here another farm to 0. And that's all 3 farms to 0, so that's not bad at all. And here, just careful to the pinks at the very end, for the bottom path especially, and for the top path as well. Yeah, here the top path is like the one last defended at all. As you can see, just I have one glue gunner, one That Monkey 0-0, the sentry guns, the engineer, and that's it. But that's normal. So next is gonna be placing here actually around 37. Yeah, I'm gonna place a bloon shipper right here. This bloon shipper should be in a position that you can place pretty much, you can get both sides without like placing without upgrading the range. So that should be a standard position. And then for the whites at the end, to be able to not use a lot of roadspikes in like the top side especially, I'm gonna place already a ninja, and this ninja I'm gonna upgrade it right away, because with the range itself the ninja can't reach the top path. But this ninja is important because it's gonna be behind the bloon shipper, so somehow the shurikens are gonna be able to sneak through the bloons coming from the bloon shipper, and that of course is gonna help. So let's get here some upgrades, and the top path should be good. And then let's see the bottom path. Yeah, here we go. That's it. And now just getting, without placing anything else, just getting here the the bloon shipper to 0. It's important because in this round, a lot of round 38 and 39, a lot of leads come out. So if you don't build, oops, the bottom path here, a lot of pinks actually. Just being careful here. Always look more the bottom path than the top path. Yeah, here we go. So having the bloon shipper to 0 means that the bloon shipper itself can pop leads. So there is not only glue gunners and sniper, but as well the bloon shipper. So that's great. See all these leads coming out all close to each other. The sniper and the glue can't pop all those lead layers. So if you don't have some lead popping power, you may have some leads leaking, and leads are immune to roadspikes until you have the upgrades to pop the leads. And so yeah, that's just bad. So I'm gonna get here some roadspikes in the bottom path. The ninja is strong so that it focuses the strongest bloon, and yeah, that's it. Now the bloon shipper here for this bottom, and again, this bloon shipper is like the most important that you need to place well. If you place this village bad, then you may screw up a lot of the strategy going on with the ice towers and bombs. So I'm gonna take a while here, but I'm gonna be sure, here we go, that this is good. All right, let's get the bloon shipper now to 2. So now the bloon shipper has even bigger range, and especially it's gonna pop the bloons faster. So it's gonna pop the layers of the bloons faster. And that's important, of course. So as you can see, just by having now the bloon shipper 2-2, it's a lot easier for like all the rest of the towers to pop the bloons. So that is going to be one farm 3-0. And then for this round right here, round 42, there are some regrowths at the beginning, but then there are some camos. And especially the camos in the bottom path are like the ones that you need to pop with centric, so with roadspikes here. And then focus a bit the top side. So after having popped some of them with the roadspikes in the bottom path, then focus the top path. And that's pretty much it. So it should be okay. And then from then on, so from round 42 on, just focus on trying to get here. Oh, come on. A red bloon sneaking through. But yeah, just focus on getting the bloon shipper 4-2 for round 46 for the mob. You have already the village placed, so the bloon shipper cost is reduced. So you should be able to save up some cash. The ninja 3-1 should be enough. You shouldn't worry about the ninja, really. And here always the bottom pass is the one problematic. The bloon's stacking up. And here again I'm losing. Alright. Well, I guess that's very unfortunate. Yeah, this is like the hardest part of the strategy because you need to farm up. You need to upgrade the farms. So you're actually spending more cash on the farms than what you're getting from the farms. But then for the later rounds, this is going to be a lot simpler. So the strategy is going to be a lot easier by doing this. So it's going to be harder early on, but it's going to be easier later on. And here, yeah, the ceramics, like coming, 3 ceramics here coming up at the same time, that's what makes these bloons like to stack up. And the ninja here focusing like the top path. Wait, did I lose? Oh, come on. I mean, I'm so unlucky, right? Every time it's just one red bloon that is sneaking through. Like one half roadspike could pop that bloon, but whatever, man. So unlucky. Let's go. Come on. I'm gonna just place here some 4 sets of roadspikes already in the bottom path so that I don't have no problems. Yeah, here we go. It's better to like place more roadspikes than what I need, but survive than placing less and dying. That's the bloon shipper 4-2. Boom. So that's one thing that down. And here, just careful about the rainbows here at the beginning. Again, on the bottom path, especially. But as you can see, when there are just rainbows and there is enough space between them, it's pretty easy to pop them. The problem is like when they're grouped and they're very close to each other. Cash, cash, cash. This is important. Cashing in. And boom. And this is the mob. And that's easy as well. So you should be able to enter around 47. So before starting around 47, you should have around 6k cash. 1 farm 3-0 already. 2 farms 2-0. And having the towers pretty much like this. Boom, now a village. Very important having the ninja now upgrading it. Village 0-1 to have now even better piercing with the ninja. And then getting finally the 4-2 upgrade once you start the round. And again, set some roadspikes here for the bottom path for the camos. There are some pink camos mixed to the to the ceramics, so just be careful about that. And boom, that's it. And now, can I place a bloon shipper here? I think I can't. Okay. And now, round 48, you're pretty much prepared for round 49. That's another tough round, having a lot of ceramics coming in, mixed to other bloons. So I think it's important here to place a boomerang just to hold the position, like to save the position right there for the boomerang, and then placing bloon shippers here. So after having placed the boomerang, then you start placing bloon shippers right here. So that's one. And that's two. Especially for this bottom path. Remember, the top path is not problematic. The bottom path is the one that is gonna make you lose most of the times. So having two bloon shippers for the bottom pass, especially because none of these bloon shippers can reach the top side, means that these bloon shippers are gonna like concentrate only on the bloons from the bottom path, and therefore you should be able to survive. All right, and then for round 49, again doing the same. So I'm gonna just get the village 1-0, not only to increase the range a bit of these bloon shippers, but as well to be able to tell if the ice tower that I'm gonna place right here is in range or not. It must be in range, so this ice tower must be in range of this village. That's why I recommend getting the village 1-0, so you can see when the tower is out of range or in range, because the range increases. And then getting a bomb. So that's the two things that you need to do for round 49. Bomb 3-0, and the top bloon shipper, so the closer to the boomerang, 0-2. That's it. And now upgrading in the round, upgrading this bomb 3-2. With this setup, you should be able to survive round 49 without using a lot of roadspikes. Well, it's gonna depend, of course, the amount of roadspikes that you use, but you shouldn't be using a ton of them. Again, here remember the problem is the bottom path, so always have some roadspikes ready just in case you see too many bloons stacking up and sneaking through. And that's it. See round 49 gone. Now some regrowths in the top side and some zebras in the bottom, but that should be easy. And that's it. So that's another farm 3-0. I'm not getting a village for these farms because it's better to just upgrade them right now to have some extra cash right away. And I'm gonna sell them anyway to get the factory later on. So it's better to just go in this way. Now getting the other bloon shipper as well, 0-2. Extra range and being able to pop the bloons faster. And here for this bottom path, yeah, just careful there when a lot of yellows like stuck with each other. Just careful there. Another farm 3-0. And also I'm gonna place one more bloon shipper here in this bottom path. Why not? Just 0-0 for now. And let's place one more also right here. Okay. Okay, careful here, the bottom path, the bloons stacking. Okay, nice. Always be careful about that. And now upgrading the second bloon shipper for round 54. You should have two bloon shippers, 4-2. Don't worry about the camos. The camos is just randomly, and the ninja should be able to take care of all of them. So now 2 bloon chippers, that's it. And for round 54, adding 1 more bloon chipper for this bottom path. That's the only thing that you need to add to be able to survive round 54. I'm gonna actually get here a bloon chipper right here. Okay, should be good. Boom, and that's it. So I have now like 4 bloon chippers, almost 5, focusing only the bottom path. And then here, very important, just be always ready with the roadspikes. When you see some zebras sneaking through, not glued and nothing, just place roadspikes beforehand. Otherwise, you may risk losing because of the fact that you can't place roadspikes fast enough, and then the bloons sneak through. And that's round 54 gone. Round 55 compared to round 54 is a piece of cake, so you can go fast just like that. And then you should have, for like the end of this round, enough cash so that if you sell this and this, that's enough cash to get the factory and get it 4-2 right away. So don't leave it 4-0, but get it 4-2 right away, so you get even more cash. Now getting another bloon chipper right here, 0-2. And the next step is getting the bomb now, 4-2, so that there is a stun right now for the ceramics, and therefore you can hold even longer the ceramics in that area without having too much trouble. Getting now the bloon chip, the village 0-2 for the campus in round 59 already, and then upgrading one of the bloon chippers 4-2 for round 60 for the BFB. And that should be enough cash. Here we go. So now 3 bloon chippers 4-2. All these towers should have at least also some camo detection, at least the bloon chippers at the beginning. Just be careful as always with this bottom path. If you see too many bloons stacked and sneaking through, just place roadspikes beforehand. Now I'm gonna get the boomerang 3-1. It's very important having this boomerang because it's incredible how having the boomerang now bouncing between the bloons that are all close to each other because of the bloon chippers is gonna like help you a lot, and it's gonna pop a ton of bloons. And the next step in the strategy, of course, is having this ice tower now 3-2, slowing down all the bloons pretty much that come out of the bloon chippers. And yeah, that's it. So easy peasy. Now village 2-2. And now start upgrading 4th bloon chipper for round 64. Important having 4 bloon chippers for that round. Around 63, it's easy just because of the fact that you're having here a 3-2 ice tower is gonna slow down all the ceramics, so you should have no problems popping them all slowly with the boomerang. All right, I'm gonna get here, I think should be right here, another bloon chipper, just 0-0 for now. And let's place a village, and let's start placing the farms again. 2-0 for now. Oops. Here we go. And also another thing that I recommend adding in the bottom path to be able to like having some extra damage combined with the slow with the ice tower. It's a 2-3 ice tower. You should be able to place it having the village in the range. See how the range increases? Boom. And placing it right there and going 2-3. So now even combining the slow from the ice tower, the 3-2 ice tower with the shards from the 2-3 ice tower should be a pretty powerful combo. And the amount of bloon chippers, 4, it should be enough for all these rounds. So don't worry about like upgrading more bloon chippers. And now also the ceramics are not anymore a problem because of the slow and the stun. So just focus here on getting as fast as you can the next factory. So that's what I recommend. The earlier you can get these factories, the more cash you're gonna have for the end of the gameplay. So for round 85 for the 5 Zomagats. So that's another factory, and that is gonna be as well the last farm placed as well. 3-0. And then for next round, so for round 71, a bunch of mobs are gonna come all in the bottom path. So you need another bloon chipper right here that is gonna be able to slow down, to focus more the bottom path. So that's, see all these mobs here coming in the bottom path, see? In the top path, not mobs, in the bottom path, only mobs. So getting one extra bloon chipper there should be the answer to that round. And as well, you get one more 4-2 bloon chipper overall. So it surely helps against the bloons as well for the top side and in general. And for the beginning of round 73, it should be all 3 factories. Selling now this village. And here just upgrading the last bloon chippers here placed for 2. I'm gonna get this village 2-3. All right. And now I'm gonna start placing as well some extra bloon chippers for like the top path, so that I don't leave the top path too free, too weak, let's say like this. And as well, I'm gonna build a nice tower for the top path as well. But here, because of the increased range of the village, try to push this tower the further you can. And that is where you're gonna place it. And boom, 2-3. So that now with this ice tower covers all this pretty nice U-turn. So you're gonna proc a lot of shards. And you're gonna do a lot of damage. So. And here just focusing on like placing more and more bloon chippers here in the beginning. The more you place, the better it is. So I'm gonna just count them. You should have around like 11 or 12 bloon chippers. That should be a pretty good number for round 85. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10. I have 10 right now, so I'm gonna place one more here, I think. Why not? And one more here. Boom. And that's 12. So that's already all the bloon chippers that I'm gonna need for round 85 to be like safe and calm against the Zomegods. 12 is like the number that I recommend of bloon shippers, so that you don't have to like use activated abilities, or you don't have to use like weird towers or weird strategies. So glue gunner now 3-2 and selling the other glue gunner. And now just selling the engineer and getting some extra damage by getting some super monkeys in the battlefield. So as you saw, I didn't place a spike factory for the top path, and the reason for that is because, again, the top path is a lot easier than the bottom path. So it's better, instead of spending 900 cash, especially early game, to place another spike factory in the top side. It's a lot better to just place like roadspikes, and then after you start getting a ninja, almost no bloons are gonna sneak through the top side, so you don't even need that spike factory. And yeah, that's cash saved that you can use to upgrade other towers and so on. So boom, here we go. 2 more super monkeys here. Actually, I forgot to upgrade this village to 2. My bad. So the amount of bloon shippers is enough already for round 85. The only thing you need is being able to have enough damage so that the bloons coming from the Zomegods don't stack. The mobs, the ceramics, and so on. And therefore, I'm gonna get here some heavy damage towers that are gonna help me melt the mobs and the ceramics. And yeah, and that should be like the answer to be able to survive around 85 without using any activated abilities and any top other stuff. All right, and I'm gonna get as well, because I like a lot the power of the helis. I'm gonna get a 4-0 heli there placed for just the bottom path, so in that way has some even extra damage from the heli, especially again from the bottom path, because that is the path that is the shortest and is the one that most likely you're gonna lose from. So having some extra damage in the bottom path is everything. Right, that's it. So now for round 85, of course, you don't need the factory, so sell them so that you get the maximum amount of cash possible. As well, well, I'm gonna just save up this 2-3 village here, and another thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna place right here a 1-4, a spike factory, again for the bottom path, and this is a thing that I'm gonna do just in case. So just in case my defenses like right now are not enough, I'm gonna have the activated ability from the not only the spikes from the spike factory, but as well the activated ability to use if it's not enough. So if my defenses are not enough, but yeah, they should be enough. And as well, the spikes right here stacked, they should add some extra damage as well on the Zomegods. Okay, here we go. The Zomegods are popping. And as you can see, almost pop like yeah, this is it, because I popped almost already everything from the bottom path. So yeah, that's it. So as you can see, no activated abilities, nothing extra, just straight damage, and that's it. So this is Death Valley. Sorry for the long video. I hope you enjoyed, and see ya. Bye bye.